there with the ankle? Was it very bothered for you?
Oh, I felt good, man. I felt pretty good. I just wanted to get back out there. It looked fun when I was out. The guys was having fun playing, winning games. So I just wanted to get back in there and contribute to it. So it was fun tonight. I'm glad we came out with a win. But yeah, it was a good one today.
For you, just what's been the progression of finding your place on the scene tonight? I believe was your highest scoring game as a Piston. Only been really 5-6 games this unit, but it seems like that chemistry really picked up in a short amount of time.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of getting comfortable, with the system, terminology, the plays, every day just picking away at certain things to help me get better and to be more comfortable out there. And that's kind of what my mindset has been ever since I got here. So I'm just gonna continue to keep working at it. I'm trying to learn on the fly still. Still new. But I think I'm getting the hang of it, and I'm excited to like I said before to keep moving forward.
Cade, after a good start tonight, was struggled a little bit. Fifth game in 7 nights, I imagine that played into it. But then he makes big plays down the stretch, the three to start the run, the drive, a couple of big defensive rebounds. Just what are your impressions of him, and what does that tell you about him when he finishes strong like that?
Oh, he's a tough player. You see it in practice. You see it in games as well. He can do a lot of great things out there on the court to help us win. And it's great to see. I'm happy he was able to make those big plays down the stretch when we needed it. And he great player. I mean, I think everybody knows that. Everybody, you can see how he plays the game at his pace, and he's a beast out there.
Marvin, when you came to Detroit, they were in the midst of an 8-game losing streak, and obviously over the last 7 and 1-5. Is the mood different than when you first arrived here, or could you not tell even then?
Nah, when I first got here, the energy was good. I just tried to, my part, come in and just have energy from the start and hope that it'll be contagious. And you can feel it. You can feel the energy. You can feel how everybody's connecting throughout these games during the road, on road trips, doing team dinners and coming together. And it's a great feeling. Like I said before, I'm happy to be a part of it. Just to be able to come here at the time that I did, and to just kind of get a feel for everybody and insert myself in the group. It's been great so far, and I'm excited to see what we can do finishing off this season and moving forward in the future.
Marvin, any thoughts on Coach K wrapping it up?
Oh man, I'm excited for him. I played, I think some of my best basketball with Coach K. He's helped me, through a lot of tough times, especially in college. You're going through that whole process, and his support and just him pushing me to be great, every day. It's something that I won't, forget. And I learned a lot from him during my time at Duke, and it's kind of sad to kind of see him, to go, but he deserves it. He did everything he could. He put all he had into the game of basketball, and I think he deserves it. So I'm happy for him. Yep, appreciate it.
What's impressed you most about this stretch? You guys won 5 of the last 7. Is there anything that stands out specifically to you?
I'll probably just say, just the way we're together right now. You could just sense the energy. How everything just shifted for us right now. The joy and. It's like you gotta see it to just see the difference, but it's definitely been a change.
In terms of energy, obviously, like the spirit of the team is something you guys are talking about, but does that carry over to like actual energy? When you guys went 2 back-to-back on second night, you guys went like 16 rounds with Charlotte, came out hot tonight. Is that also a byproduct of just how you guys are feeling spiritually with one another?
Oh yeah, for sure. Everybody's looking for each other. Everybody's happy for each other's success, and everybody just wants to see everybody do good. So you can see that and sense that.
Isaiah, every night you take most of your shots in the paint, obviously, but every now and then you may have a mismatch and you'll take somebody off the dribble and score. You did it earlier today against Isaiah Jackson. For you, is that the buy-in in the perimeter game? How much of that do you work on, and where's your comfort level at doing that during games?
It's something I worked on all summer. It was something that I wanted to get better at coming into the season. And, I showed it a few times this season. But, when the opportunity is there, and, it's guys overplaying me, then, it's something I know I can do and get to.
Is the fact that you guys started so well tonight and then you fell behind, I think you were down 6 with about 3 minutes to go. The success you've had recently was if it wasn't for that, would you guys have the confidence to come back and stem the momentum that they had built at that point?
Yeah, I'll definitely say it's it's the success we've been having. Like I said, that momentum change we had, in the locker room and just with all the guys in general. When we get down, we're not panicking. We got a lot of guys on the team that can hit a lot of big shots. Sadiq, Jeremy, Cade. So when we get down, we know we have options to get us back up into this game.
This looks to be a lot more fun. Sadiq has been a little bit more animated and kind of plugged into everything. Is the vibe just different, and especially for him in the way that he's playing?
Yeah, Sadiq's been playing great. I gave Sadiq a new nickname. I call him, Big Shot. And I know they probably say it's already taken here, but Sadiq hits big shots, and he's never nervous. And whenever we're down by like 3 or something, when Sadiq get the ball and he shoots, I'm under the rebound, but I'm almost sure it's going in. So I told him that's his new nickname from now on.
Would you say this was a dead legs game, just given it was the 5th game in 7 nights? It seemed like the game kind of shifted after the first 18 minutes. Bounce your teams able to dig deep at the end and win it.
You said dead legs?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Coming off a back-to-back, you definitely gonna feel some dead legs and getting in late and all those things. But you know what? It's a part of the job. We get in late, but we're still professionals and we still gotta show up and be ready to play. So after a while, we shook it off and we look like ourselves. Yep.
Sadiq talked to us the other day about just the energy being different with this team, and I'm curious in terms of obviously the spirit of this team, but even physical energy. This is your guys' second win on the second half of back-to-back this week. Went the rounds with the Hornets, started out well tonight. Are you seeing that growth? Because I know that was something.
Yeah, it's growth. And, a lot of areas of growth, a lot of areas we need to improve on. Just like we're in the huddle, we said specifically, do not leave the 3. Twos don't hurt us. Don't leave the 3. And lo and behold, there's Smith out there wide open. And so just those little mental things, it's nothing physical or not playing hard. It's just the nuances and the mental things that young players always seemed at the wrong time pull off. So, but there's a lot of growth, the connection. Like I said last night, we're connected, the connective on the offensive end, and down the stretch in the fourth quarter, we got better defensively.
Even on the boards too, because it was, I think when the Pacers came back, it was the rebounds were lopsided. Then you guys got some big ones late when you needed.
We're late, we sure did, and giving up 21 offensive rebounds is usually death. And but down the stretch we made a muscle and pulled it off. But we got to do a better job boxing out, rebounding, and clearing out space.
You talked about Cade having that it factor and makes big plays down the stretch. He looked like the 5 games and 7 nights might have got to him. I think after that start, he was 2-11 until he hit the 3. And he makes the drive, a couple big defensive rebounds. So just another example.
Well, again, young players, I don't know how many games in college. I should know that. I was in it for a while, but they probably played almost a season and a half. And by that time, your legs start, your body starts. And so it's, again, another area of growth, Keith. Guys have to get used to minutes, multiple games. I mean, we got a game every other day here in the next couple of weeks. So, but again, I thought he bounced back at the end and made some big plays. The biggest play of the game was he had just hit a 3. He was driving and he could have shot it, but he trusted the pass and found Sadiq in the corner for a game time 3. And again, Jeremy also had a post up
Double team came and he quickly kicked it out. So that's trust in the pass and there, a way we're connected offensively. So some good things.
You touched on it earlier, but just 5th game in 7 nights for this team. Some people call that schedule loss just because of the dead legs. But for this team to find a way to pull out this win with really only 3 guys scoring offensively, just what does that say not only about KD, but just the way this team is able to.
Oh boy, that's a good question. I can't. I'll tell you at lunch tomorrow. But you got again. Usually you can do it with your defense, but we weren't defending in the first 3 quarters, and I think it's just timely shots in the 4th quarter is the thing we pulled off because we weren't after the first quarter, and we weren't going to be able to keep up that pace shooting the 3 the way we were to start the game. So we had to get some stops, and we didn't. So we made some timely shots down the stretch. Let's leave it at that.
Is it also there were times where during the season where you would lose a game like this, and especially in this span and playing so much? What's the difference? Is it just the connectivity, the chemistry? Is it?
Yeah, connectivity. The guys playing together, playing for each other. Not worried about stats and not worried about anything else. What do we have? Assists. We had 28 assists, which is huge. And we don't pass it. We don't have assists. We don't win. And so we got to help each other. We're a team. To be able to score, we got to help each other, whether it's spacing, whether it's small screening, passing the ball. All those things we have to help each other to be able to create shots for each other.
I was gonna say, I'm not sure what the defensive metrics say about Cade, and I know he gets in foul trouble every now and again, but defensively, it looks like he really competes and has a level.
Down the stretch, he did. Down the stretch, he had a good chest. He had kept his hands back and didn't reach in and get a cheap foul, and it was good to see down the stretch. Now, another part of the game, I can't look at anybody on this stat sheet and say they got down and guarded anybody for long stretches of time. And again, whether it's how many games and how many nights, I don't know if it's that or not, but we've got to be better in doing that. But down the stretch, all of our guys, Cade included, I thought Isaiah did a heck of a job getting switched off onto Halliburton and also onto Brogdon and kept them in front in the 4th quarter. But other than that, they got what they wanted. So we got to get better.
Even though Marvin's still trying to get acclimated and learn everything, is it not make up for it, but the fact that he's such a talented post scorer make the adjustment a little bit easier just because he can do what he does
in the low post. We catches it down there, and again with everybody switching, he can do that. He's long, offensive rebounding, but he has something down there in the post, and we found him down there. And as simple as it sounds, we got to do a better job of post feeding because you probably have about a second to get it in there to him before the defense recovers or brings over help or double switches. So we got to make sure we have timely passing. And so we'll get that. But I was really happy to see Marvin have a big game offensively. I thought he got a little tired there a little bit, but, really happy for him. Okay, thank you.